Hi there. This vlog about one of my 10-minute moans is about some information that's just come out of Westminster about the Tory MP Scott Benton. He's the MP for Blackpool area and he's been an MP since 2019. And what's happened is he got caught by some undercover journalists from the Times, where he was suggesting that for a £2,000 to £4,000 per month, which would equate to about 2 days' work, he would be quite willing to do work on their behalf. Now, he holds a prominent position in the gambling committees within Westminster, and these journalists approached him as a fake gambling betting company. And he suggested that he would be willing to break parliamentary lobbying rules for cash. So, he's had a Parliamentary Standards Committee hearing, which published a report this morning, and they're suggesting that he has a 35-day suspension. Now, when you're suspended from Parliament for that length of time, your constituents are given the decision to make whether they want to vote for you to stand for re-election. It's on a sliding scale, so the more serious contraventions of parliamentary rules can lead to your constituents deciding if you want to have a by-election or no. Now, that leaves Rishi Sunak as a bit of a precarious situation, because if he was to support this, then recent history would show that comfortable Tory seats can be overturned. You know, 7-figure swings to lose seats in by-elections, and by-elections do tend to be quite volatile, more volatile than a normal general election, because people see that as sort of protest votes at times, because they're not going to influence a government. They're probably not going to bring down a government with one by-election, but they can make a stand. People who would traditionally normally vote Tory regardless because they want to see a Tory government aren't necessarily voting for a particular person, but during the by-election, they might, and has proven to be the case in recent by-elections, they will use it to oust someone who's had some dubious behaviour. So this is a great opportunity for the Prime Minister to put a stake in the ground and just say, enough's enough. Politics is awash with horrible behaviour recently, and obviously being Scottish, the majority of my concerns are Holyrood and what goes on there with the decrepit SNP party in control. But he's the Prime Minister of Britain. His powers, his responsibilities are far greater than those at Holyrood. So it's given him a great opportunity to start clearing the swamp, and I genuinely think he should just sack him, pap him out his party, throw him to the wolves, and let the constituents of Blackpool potentially vote in another candidate from the Tory party. I think it would be a great opportunity to show the country, if not the world, that Britain does have standards. And if he sets the bar higher than others, it could have great advantages for the whole of the UK, because we're seeing some absolutely ridiculous behaviour in my local parliament at Holyrood, where there's 2 recent instances of totally ignoring freedom of information requests, and in one instance actually appealing against an information commission judgment that said that this freedom of information should be given. We've had another one, they're protecting a guy who took £11,000 out of the public purse for his own mobile use during the holiday last Christmas. His freedom of information request regarding him was rejected because it would interfere with his privacy. And the stuff that's going on, the amount of grants that are given to dubious organisations and stuff, the Scottish Government, if the UK Government just put a big line in the sand and say, that's it, enough, we're clearing the swamp, to use a famous American's phrase, and we're setting the bar. It could do great things for this country. And I'm not a fan of party politics. I don't like it. There's no party that I would wish to be a member of. None. And my voting history since my first time I was eligible to vote has changed from I've voted red, I've voted blue, I've voted yellow. In times, I never voted for SNP right enough yellow. It was Liberal Democrat yellow, I hasten to add. But my belief, I don't like them. There's some policies and behaviour that I like with some parties, but there's not a single party that I've actually thought, yeah, you'd tick the box for me. And I think we need to clear it as a country. And Sunak's got a great opportunity to start that right now, today. Come out, tell us what the guy's done wrong. You ain't going to support him. Throw him out your party and let the people of Blackpool have a by-election. And I believe in doing so you would get the admiration of a lot of people and set the standard for everybody else. With power comes responsibility, and your responsibility today is to uphold what's proper and what's right and set a standard for everybody else from this day forward. Thanks very much for tuning in. If you like this one, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe and notification. But most important of all, have a lovely day.